Yeah.
Another tough one. What happened in the third quarter? You guys got right back in it going into halftime and 31 points, I think, in the third.
Yeah, we talked at half about raising our intensity a notch. It felt like kind of a sleepy first half for both teams a little bit. And instead, they hit us with a run. We were sloppy. We talked about stuff we wanted to execute coming out of half, and we were just really sloppy, throwing into their hands and stuff like that. So, we're going to have to figure out a way to play both ends of the court at the same time. I thought we had decent defensive stretches, and then we got our offensive end going, and the defense didn't keep up with it. So you got to be good at both.
A lot of struggles in a lot of places, but is it hard to get through on a night where, two of your big dogs, Tosh and Ariel or a great team combined?
Yeah. They're getting, those two we know are all-star level players. They're getting a lot of attention, especially on a night when Elena's not here. Those two get a lot of attention. They saw a lot of hands. As coaches and teammates, everybody's got to help make the game a little simpler and easier for them when teams are switching coverages. But they can both play better. They know that. They don't need me to tell them. But we'll turn around and get another shot on Wednesday.
Nice is it to see Myisha and Tianna start to get things going back in a better direction.
Very nice. We're going to need them both. I thought TT did a great job. She's handled the nights when she hasn't played like a real pro, and that's why we all love her, because she just stays ready. I think we've seen her have a couple better games before tonight in terms of defending and rebounding. Tonight she got some offense going. We need her to be able to play both ends of the floor. She's a big swing player for us.
Just one more for me. There were several coming out of timeouts where you call timeout, try to set something up. I think there was a 24-second violation. There was a couple of turnovers. I think there was even one with a minute left. You guys are down by 9. How tough is it when those really kind of big moments, especially coming out of timeouts, where you get to sit on the sideline, draw something up, and then you don't execute coming out?
Well, I know it's one of my dad's pet peeves, and I can understand why now. So first thing when you're a coach and you don't execute, you're thinking it's on me. Like we gotta make sure everybody's clear on what the responsibilities are. But we know that's also a growth area for our team, is being able to execute in those situations.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Coach, so Elena, she did not play tonight. She's been taking a few rest days.
Mm-hmm.
And can you explain the future for Elena and what's her schedule looking like?
The future is she's scheduled to play Wednesday night, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, and Natasha, so obviously she didn't play tonight, only 2 points in 21 minutes. But she was all over the court, all over the bench with the energy and hyping her teammates up. Can you explain how important that is to the team, even though the team is not playing well?
Yeah, I think, Tosh, no matter what else, is going to be that emotional kind of heartbeat for our team and bring that energy. On a night, she's a vet now. She'll respond to a tough night, and I expect her to come back and play well on Wednesday.
Kara?
Jen?
Eric, just sticking with Tosh for a second. All good with her? I noticed she really didn't play much late. Was that just you watching her minutes? You liked how Rory played, or did she hurt herself at all or anything?
No, as far as I know, she's fine. We wanted to give that second group a little bit more run. We weren't getting a ton of stops with that second group necessarily, but I like that we got some flow and we got into some offense. I think it just happens. There's just some nights like that. You see guys in the NBA schedule all the time that it's a struggle. They're getting a ton of attention. It's hard to get yourself out of it. And, it would have been, if we had been able to close the gap a little bit, then we'd be in that tough coach's decision about, do you leave the group that's got it going in there, or do you bring your starters back? But no, just wanted to let that other group go for a little bit.
Shakira only had 2 shots. Do you feel like you need to be getting her more shots, or was that just kind of what the game dictated?
I think there were a couple opportunities that we tried to set some things up for her, and kind of to Kareem's question, we didn't necessarily execute the way we'd like to. She's got to develop a little bit in terms of when she needs to use her dribble and when she doesn't. When she gets more confident in her jumper, there's a couple of those she'll just catch and shoot the ball. So that's obviously a next step, and that's something we believe she can do. But obviously you'd like to probably get her more than 2, so we'll have to look at that.
Last thing for me real quick, you mentioned, we talked about Tianna already, but just what specifically do you think was working for her offensively tonight that she kind of, unlocked her a little bit?
I was mad at her for not shooting more when she first came in the game. First place she was in, she had an open look. She passed it up, made the second one, and they immediately switched their coverage. TT is one of our better players in terms of giving us some flow, getting us from one action to the next. The ball doesn't stick too much with her. And obviously we need some shooting. She only made 1 3. It felt like more because she attacked some closeouts, but just her effort of getting down the floor, sealing some mismatches, playing in space. We know she can score.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thanks.
Nathan?
Hey, Coach Eric. I just wanted to get what are some positive takeaways you took from tonight, and what can you apply for Wednesday's game?
There's little things like we were pretty good on the offensive glass. Our bench group, we had several of them have been a little bit in their heads about their offense. If you put Myisha with our bench group tonight, like that group's been struggling a little bit, and they all got going a little bit more. So hopefully that's a positive. We know we're going to need everybody in this season. So having a bunch of people chip in and step up is helpful. I don't know if there was too much more. We played hard when we were down. That game could have gotten out of hand, and we hung in and made a run at them.
Just one more for me. With Coach T and yourself being in, how have you guys adjusted to Elena being out through the rest, Alicia on COVID protocols, an injury here, an injury there? Like, how tough has that been to manage consistency through the lineups, whether it's starters, bench? How tough has that been for you so far?
I think we've handled it well for the most part. You'd rather have everybody available all the time. But we've handled it well. Different people have stepped up. And the hope is we'll get everybody together at some point. I think we still are only maybe 1 game with the whole crew, but it's always an opportunity for somebody else to step up and play. And as coaches, that's our job to figure that stuff out.
Appreciate you, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Last question is Shibata.
Hello, Coach. My name is Takeshi Shibata from Tokyo, Japan, and I would like to ask you about today's Rui Machida's performance a little bit. So this has been, I think, one of the best performances for her number-wise tonight. So can you just give us your thoughts on what she did today?
Wow, I didn't even know she had. I just looked down and saw 9 assists. I thought she did a good job pushing the tempo, playing with pace. Getting us into some early offense, and I like that she was willing to be aggressive and shoot the ball. I think all the coaches are on her, and teammates too, and our fans at home when we're playing at home, about looking for her shot and being willing to shoot. Even on some of her assists, she got the assist because she was aggressive with the ball and attacked the paint and made somebody help. I think people know that she wants to pass, so she's going to have to be aggressive and look to score a little bit. So I was glad to see her get going.
Okay, one more question. So in the second quarter, I think you put her back to the bench just after a little turnover on her drive and kick attempt. So I thought that was the passing and not shooting. That was the reason why you put her back to the bench. So what, am I right on this?
No, it wasn't that calculated. No, it was kind of the normal time for Natasha and Ariel to go back in. But if that makes her think she needs to shoot the ball, then that's fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, so yeah, what changed in that third quarter? You guys can kind of claw your way kind of back into it a little bit, and then Usually the defense is pretty tight, but the real left defense kind of got out of whack at that point.
Chicago went on their run. They got some easy layups in transition. It kind of changed the momentum of the game. They became more aggressive and showed a little more fight.
What was the conversation after that third about, because you guys did chip away getting in that fourth late, but you guys kind of were in such a hole that it was a little tough to dig out.
The biggest thing is we kept on telling each other the game wasn't over, and we were still able to, get within reach, but the game wasn't over, and to keep on playing, our basketball and to keep on, fighting.
What was working so well for yourself today? I know it's been odd minutes wise in and out of the lineup. So how'd you feel today?
I feel fine, and I came into the game confident as if I was going to play, like I do every night, and just being ready. When my name is called, I trust the coaching staff and that they'll make the best decision for the team. So me, I take pride in, staying ready.
Were you getting specific looks? What enabled you to
of course, when seeing the first shot going, seeing your first shot going always, gets you going a little bit. And, I just saw, areas, my teammates saw areas where I could be aggressive on the offensive end. And we just, made it happen and capitalized on it.
Biggest thing you guys just take from tonight? I know I think it's four, so.
We just got to stay together, keep fighting, and just continue to be aggressive. And things are going to continue to start to click.
So what do you take away from this game? So Elena didn't play, and you obviously stepped up. You have more time minutes. What do you how do you take advantage of these opportunities?
Oh, well, me personally, just being ready. Just being ready when my name is called. But, we can't have any letdown, when Elena isn't playing. We knew she wasn't going to be playing. So it's just one of those things where we got to lock in and make sure that we stick to the game plan.
Also, Natasha, she obviously didn't play well tonight, and the team knows it. And but the leadership trumps nearly everything, even when she is playing well. So what does that mean to you? And how did that keep the team going when the team is down like this?
I credit her voice. Whether she's on the court or off the court, you hear Natasha talking, you hear her cheering everyone on, you hear her, she just have a presence about her that she's always there. If she's not physically on the floor or if she is. And she's a key, to keep this thing going. And we need her, regardless of if she's having a hot night or per se an off night, like her leadership doesn't change.
Yeah, it seems like especially from your head coach, you have the green light to shoot the ball. So do you think you have the confidence to shoot the ball? And what should we look forward to in the upcoming games when you do get your chances on the court?
Most definitely, I have the confidence being seen. But no, I'm gonna continue to shoot the ball and be confident and just do whatever my team needs to do to be successful.
Obviously, just as good a player is what's the best you guys can do to try to make as similar of a team or as productive of a team when she's not in the lineup?
We just got to keep the ball moving. That's the biggest thing. We can't let the ball get stuck. We know with Elena, when she's on the court, she demands a lot of attention. When she's not there, the attention goes on to everybody else. So it's just one of those things. We just got to play together, move the ball and just get the open looks.
We'll go to Zoom now. So Jen.
Hey, Tianna, congrats on your big game individually. Just wanted to ask you, Chicago shot pretty well from the field, had a lot of points in the paint, and obviously they've got a lot of weapons, but what was most challenging for you guys as a team on the defensive end with them tonight?
I think their transition killed us today. We kind of got lost a little bit in transition. We knew that they were going to be aggressive, but, moving forward, we just got to be better in transition D.
And then offensively, you got going, but Shatori got going, Myisha hit some shots, Rui hit some shots. Like, how does it feel not only for you to kind of find that rhythm, but to see kind of that whole bench mob get going a little bit?
They're making me proud. I feel like a proud mom. But no, I always tell, bench mob to just be ready when your name is called and be aggressive and just play our game when we get out there. It's no reason for us to rush anything, but just to find our openings and attack.
Last thing for me, just curious, does Emmanuel give you any pregame pep talks or post-game critiques or Anything like
The
that?
biggest the biggest thing with Emmanuel, I'll tell him, your mommy had X amount of points. And he's like, that's not enough. So I always gotta do better. He keep me humble.
Well, hopefully he'll be satisfied tonight.
Okay.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Wayne.
Hey, Tianna, one thing people might not know is I've seen you stay after, shoot, get up extra work. How does those moments behind the scenes kind of help you and credit to tonight's game?
The biggest thing is preparation. Whether I'm playing 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 0 minutes, I'm always, getting extra shots and making sure my condition is up. So when my name is called, it's not a surprise or, I'm not like, what do I do? So I just like to take pride in my preparation and just prepare every day as if I'm going to play 20 minutes.
And I know you told Kareem, you said just stay together, keep fighting. But just what were some of the positives despite the loss that, you like that you can pick, just build on for Wednesday?
I mean, in that fourth quarter, that late fourth quarter, we were pretty aggressive with getting them to turn the ball over and just attacking them offensively. And if we're able to do that in 4 quarters, it's a winnable game. It's a very winnable game.
Thank you and safe travels.
Thank you.
That's it, Tianna. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
I know not the end result that you guys were looking for, but Eric was talking about gotta get playing both ends of the floor at the same time. It's like sometimes when you guys are playing really good D, that's when the offense struggles, or vice versa. From your perspective, how do you kind of get that back on track where everything's going as opposed to just one half of the floor?
Yeah, I think it starts with our defense. So we just have to lock in on that, and then that can lead to transition points, easy transition points, because we're better when we're able to not call sets and just push the ball, drag screens, and just play fast and play free. So for me, I think it still just starts with defense, and then get easy transition points, or just run the ball down.
Speaking of the defense, what happened in that third quarter? I think
everyone
might be the most you guys get up in the quarter this year.
Yeah. Just started off. I mean, it started with me. I knew the play, and I just didn't come off of it, and I was lackadaisical with the ball when Tosh passed it off. So I think just coming out, normally this season we've been doing really well, starting that third quarter strong. So I mean, today I'll just talk for myself. I wasn't locked in, I guess. But again, we play them on Wednesday, so we can't dwell too much on this, and we can learn from it. There's a lot of positives in this game, so we can just use that and moving forward, because again, we play them and then we got another game. So it's you can't really dwell on losses or wins.
You say you weren't locked in, but this is seemed like you kind of got back in your flow a little bit. I know there's probably some moments that you weren't really happy with, but back in the starting lineup, 13 points, seemed like ball was going through the net a little bit more than the last couple. So what worked from that passage for you today?
I mean, to be honest, it just starts with from my teammates and my coaches just telling me, just keep shooting the ball. The ball still wasn't go. If we're being honest, the ball didn't go in how many times I went to, close ones that I was missing. I'm I can make those, but it was keep shooting the ball. The only way you get out of a drought is if you keep shooting it. So for me, I just keep telling myself that, and my coaches and my teammates keep passing me the ball. Shoot the ball, get into the pocket and make a play. So for me, it's just really that I just kept shooting the ball, and it's something I have to continue to do. Again, we're still early in the season. And I want to see the ball fall, and it's going to, because I put in the work already. So it's trust my work. Then that's the mindset I have moving forward.
I mean, you're typically a pretty confident person. I would assume that's not a thing. Are you able to kind of move past those games when it's not falling, or be able to put things out? Like you just said, you can't dwell on stuff.
Yeah.
So are you able to move past that pretty quickly?
Yeah, that's something I'm learning how to do. For like you said, for me, I am a confident person, but for any competitor, any basketball player, any athlete, anybody, it's just when you're capable of doing something and you can't do it, well, you're not living up to what you can do. it sucks. And you're like, now you're in your head. And then that translates to not playing defense. So I feel like for me, I'm gonna keep shooting the ball, but it's also setting good screens for my teammates to get open. I can do more than just shoot the ball, put the ball in the basket. I can facilitate, I can rebound, I can defend multiple positions. So for me, it's not even just focusing on that offensive side. It's on that defensive side first, because I mean, that goes back to the first question that you asked me. It's like from our defense, that's how we can run out in transition and get easy points. So I think just focusing on not, that offensive side and knowing that defense can lead to my offense. And if I just keep shooting the ball, it's going to go in, and I just got to believe it.
Just one last one for me. What's the positive that you guys take from that last stretch of the fourth quarter? I know you guys weren't able to kind of get over the hump. But again, another example of you guys, fighting to the end and climbing back in it.
And that's our team. We're going to fight until the end. We're never going to give up, and we're going to keep going. But I mean, like you said, there's a lot of positives in it. We didn't like the end result, but at the end of the day, again, we play them on Wednesday. Like, we're going to see them same. I think we're going to probably see them in the airport tomorrow. Like, I don't know, but it's just like, there was a lot of positives. We can't, just dwell on like this loss.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Jen.
Jen got a question.
I got two, actually. Bold day for me. I know that you have had times in your career, earlier in your career, when you maybe weren't playing super consistent minutes and you had to stay ready. And so just curious what your thoughts are on Tianna getting her moment today and having 21 points.
Yeah, TT is capable of doing this whenever. So for me, it wasn't a surprise. We see her in practice. Just TT's story is, similar to mine. Well, mine is similar to hers, I should say, of just, like you said, staying ready and just whenever your number is called, being ready, knowing what you have to do, and just staying ready. So it wasn't a surprise for me. I knew she was going to be ready and knock down shots and defend too really well.
And then just wanted to ask you about your bestie, Emma. I know you've seen her stuff the stat sheet a lot for the Mystics, and today she did it for Chicago. So just curious, what your thoughts on like what you saw from her and what it was like guarding her again.
No comment.
Did she give you any advice today before the game?
Let me think. I don't think so. It before the game, we just talked about how she dissed me for dinner last night, but we're about to go to dinner now, so I'll let you know how that goes on Wednesday.
Okay, sounds good.
Got you.
Nathan.
Not Nathan with the face. I'm sorry.
Hi, Myisha.
Hey.
This is a light, get you on a lighthearted question. Your birthday was on the 30th. Who bought you a birthday gift card and who took you out to dinner?
So A bought me something. AC got me something. Did y'all make a bet on that or something? Oh, my bestie, Rui, she's getting me something. And yeah, no, I think that was it. Yeah. I got some nice teammates. Everyone wished me happy birthday. Everyone sang to me. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, we had the whole airport singing to me. That was because of Shakira, by the way. Yeah, so I got some gifts.
Another question for you is, how has Shakira been handling the rookie duties for the team?
I guess good. We don't really have rookie duties, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's just carry the carry-on bag, and that's her and Rui. So I mean, we have our shoes every game, so she's doing a great job.
Thanks, Myisha. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Last question to Takashi.
Hello. Hello.
What's up?
What's up? My name is Takeshi Shibata from Tokyo, Japan.
Ooh.
So my question is not about Rui Machida, but about yourself. So I'm curious about what kind of pride do you have for your Louisville basketball? Because I'm curious. There is another Japanese player in current Louisville lineup, and I think that today Dana Evans, the last game Emily Engelsler, so a lot of players from Louisville.
Yeah.
So how do you take pride of your own alumni?
Yeah, no, I'm super proud to be a Cardinal. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, Dana for one, because I actually got to play with Dana my senior year when she was a freshman. Just to see her grow into the player she is today and her confidence and the way she shoots the ball. I mean, it's amazing because I remember when she was a freshman. So it's pretty cool to see that. And then Emily, when I went back to Louisville last year, I guess, I got to talk to her and, like I already tell her like, yo, I see you in the W and I see you making an impact. So to see her, coming into her own self is awesome too.
Okay, thank you so much. ありがとうございました。
No problem.
That's it, Mai. Thank you.